Happy belated Halloween, everyone. I hope that you're all doing well and that you enjoyed a wonderful month. I am back today with a new video on violin technique, and today I would like to talk about vibrato. So the first thing to understand with vibrato is that it isn't just a movement of the hand, although we are going to work on some exercises in this video. Vibrato is in fact a very natural reaction of the whole body towards the music. So when you listen to a great piece of music, when you are performing a great piece of music, your whole body is responding to the music, is vibrating with the music. And I believe it's really important to keep this in mind and to remain very receptive to this reaction, because this will really help you to improve your vibrato. The vibrato will be much more expressive, much freer, and even much more living. And this is what we want. It's music, so it's not only a movement, but it's a whole experience. Now, vibrato is a great way also to recognize the sound of a great violinist, a great string player, or even a singer. So if you develop your own personality in your vibrato, it's really a wonderful way to recognize your sound, and you'll have your own signature in your vibrato. So this is what we are looking for as an artist. We are all unique, we are all different, so it's important to nourish and to develop your own personality as much as you can. And of course, vibrato allows us to create so many different colors in the sound and to describe also the different moods in music. Like in life, there isn't just one mood, it is changing all the time, and music is actually reflecting life beautifully, and vibrato is definitely helping us to express all these different moods. And on stage, the inspiration of the moment is very, very strong. Although we are working on all the interpretation elements during the rehearsals and also when we practice alone, the moment on stage is very unique, and during that specific inspiration with that specific audience on stage, we are always looking for something a bit different. And when you have all these tools around you, you can really choose the color you're looking for, like a painter. And I think that's fantastic when we are able to, to choose what we are looking for in function of the inspiration of the moment. So when practicing on your vibrato, always remember to keep all the joints completely free to respond to the movement. Here I'm talking about the wrist, of course, but also the finger joints. I'm going to show it to you here, if I can. So I'm looking for this flexibility. You see all the joints here are completely elastic and free to follow the movement, the wrist movement. So it starts from the wrist, but the fingers are really following this movement, you see? So it gives you a very elastic and round sound. Now, to do this, make sure that you're not placing the finger too much on the tip, because by doing this, you are going to block the joints here. You can see it's completely stiff. So now here you can see the movement is very big, but the transmission is actually very limited. Very small, it's completely stiff, it's blocked. Now I'm going to place the finger more on the meat, and immediately you can see this flexibility. You see, this is very important, and it gives you a rounder sound. You can hear it immediately, and that's great. And it's also healthier because there is no tension. The hand is completely relaxed. So always keep this in mind, that's very important. So you can work on it very slowly, this way. So it will help you to understand the movement, to feel it, and also to check carefully that every joint is completely relaxed and free to follow the movement as we just saw. And make sure that you're closing the windows when you are working on this exercise, because your poor neighbors will become crazy for a while. But it's a very important exercise because you understand and feel every part of the movement, and you have time to think about all the elements we just saw. The idea is to increase the tempo, so you start very slowly and very even, and make sure that you are not stopping the hand, so it's a very continuous movement. And you increase the tempo. I recommend, again, very strongly to work on it with the metronome, because this will help you to really concentrate on the movement and it remains very even. And then you increase the tempo. So it gives you something like that. So very slowly, I'm going to increase. You see, so that's a very good exercise, and it will help you to control your vibrato. Because it happens, for example, you are playing a beautiful phrase, and by the way, you will hear this when you record yourself. So try to record yourself very often, because you will hear things. We are very subjective, so sometimes we have the impression that it's beautiful, it's perfect, but in fact there are many problems, and the recording will help you to understand and to hear these things. So for example, you are changing fingers, you are shifting, and the vibrato can be suddenly out of control. So at the end of the note, you'll hear the vibrato changing speed, stopping, it will be interrupted, etc. Something like this. So this is out of control. This is a sign that there is a tension, there is no control on your vibrato. So this exercise will actually really help you to control, and especially if you work with the metronome, it will be very helpful. So I hope this is useful. I wish you wonderful practice sessions as always. Enjoy working on your vibrato, and always remember that it's a great tool to express yourself, to sing every note, and to develop your own sound. I will be back with a new video on violin technique on Thursday, December the 7th. And in the meantime, I wish you a wonderful month. All the best. Bye.